Okay, so this is how we create a personalized learning checklist for students to kind of track their progress. And so you go over here on the highlighted tools, we've got a few of them here. You go to PLC generator, click on this, and you get two options. You got the option to either create an Excel one or an online one. The online one is the best one because that way you can keep track. You can kind of have a look at everything as it happens. So I'm going to go with online here. The subject I want to create for is physics, and in particular, this is IAL physics, so international physics, international A level physics, and the unit I want to create this for is unit two. Unit two, I believe the title for unit two is electricity, waves and electricity. Okay, now you upload your PDF. So in the case, I upload my PDF. Let's see where my PDF. There we go, over here. And when you upload your PDF, you get an option, and you get a warning of quality warning. Going beyond 6 pages will degrade the quality of the output. Now, this is a 87-page document, which is the whole syllabus. I'm gonna have a look at what it looks like. But we're looking for a particular page, so we just put those pages here. So let's first of all find out what the syllabus looks like, and then we're gonna choose the page that we want. So we've got the syllabus here, and the page we're looking for, it should be down. So this is 1.3 mechanics material. So the page we're looking for, the scheme of work here is 2.3 wave. Okay, so this is wave and particle nature of light, all the way down to electricity. So either we want to go for wave and particle nature, or you want to combine that with electricity. I think I'll stick to just wave and particle nature of light, which the pages are 20 and 21. That way, it's more tailored to what I want to achieve rather than just uploading the whole thing and then degrading the quality of what I need. So the pages we're looking for are pages 20 and 21. So we're going to now transfer this over to our exercise. Okay, now for our final part, we have established what page we need. So what we simply do is we now go here online and we just type our internet A-level physics unit 2 and unit 2.3 waves and duality of light, or waves and particle nature of light. Okay, and then we upload upload our document, and now we know the pages we need is 24 and 25. So we're going to go for 24 and 25. 24 and 25, and click confirm selection. So just to double check, 24, 25, and then generate PLC. This should take about a minute. Yeah, excellent. So there we go. We've got our PLC, and we can see that it kind of lines up with what we want students to be able to use this equation to be able to understand this. Now, this is the way it is. You can go through it, and if you're not happy with, you think like there's some of it that the wordings you want to change a little bit, you can click edit, and you can change the wordings here. You can remove it totally. But if you're happy, you can just leave it. As long as you don't do it, there's no changes to save. And then now, for the best part is that you now assign it for self-reflection to your class. So now I've got a list of classes here. I'm going to choose test class 1, and I'm going to say, ideally, this would be something you do before a test. So you give them 2 days. So I'm going to give them 2 days and assign. Excellent. Now it has assigned it to my class. And so this is what I will now, when I go to PLC assignments, this is how I'll get a breakdown for all what the students get. And I also get a graphical breakdown, and I also get individual PLCs. And this is what a student will get, and they get to fill this out. based on the spec, and they kind of work out where they are. If it's very bad, then it's a red. If they're not too short, then it's an amber. If they're very short, then it's a green. And in the end, you will get a breakdown of the red, amber, green as a teacher over here. Per spec as well, a breakdown per spec point, you get red, amber, green over here, which I'm going to show you a good example of what this looks like shortly, like a completely done one. And now for the final part of the PLC that's so good for the students, but also good for the teacher, is that what you get in the end is this has been completed by this class, or this is a test class, and you can see that there is one red. This is a accumulation of the whole class. There are 3 ambers and a green. But you can come down here to see spec point by spec point. Where are the greens? Where are the reds? And in this case, there's a red here, and you can kind of reteach this to the student. But also, the most important part for the students is that down here, you can view what the students done, but you can see a feedback booklet for them. So let's have a look at their feedback booklet. Now, this is that particular student's breakdown of what they've done. And you can see their greens and their amber. But down here, now we can see the booklet based on their selection. So we've got 1.13. Based on their selection, it creates a revision booklet for them and kind of explains to them how to use that revision booklet. And then it takes each spec point by spec point and sort of creates like a flashcard booklet style thing for them to go through each checkpoint, worked examples, misconceptions, practice questions. And so here's a practice question, and they can do that. After doing that, they can say, okay, here's a practice question, and then after that, they can get a solution to their practice question and see how well they've done. And then they can move on to the next objective that they got amber, and they get an explanation on how that works. And they move on to the next section, which will be worked examples, and etc. So that's how PLCs work. It's effectively teaching at scale, or personalizing teaching at scale.